Good morning, everyone. It's Wednesday, November the 1st, already into November. Hard to believe this year's gone by this fast. Welcome to everyone. Hope you had a good night and having a good day. This is a news day today in the U.S. Got later this afternoon, and actually about 6 hours, less than 6 hours, the U.S. interest rate announcement, which may or may not do anything, and depending on what they do and say. So we're going to look at the currencies here. The pound dollar has kind of gone sideways. It's tried to make a move up. It's back into a sell, but it's back on the yearly pivot, which it's hanging around. But we're looking for a potential target up to here, and that could happen today with the news. And it could actually go the opposite direction and take out this low on the news too, depending on what it says. Now, Aussie dollar pushed up and filled in it. It's flush, and it's trying to sell off. It hadn't really taken out that low from yesterday. So again, it's tied to the dollar, so that's, you're gonna have to watch that if you're in it, because with that news today, it's gonna move it one way or another. Pound CAD is in a sell on the 1 hour. And let's see. The pound yen is also in a sell. It's got to fill in this flush at some point, so it's got to come down to here. And that could happen today on the news. And it can also push it up and go higher, as it could go up to here today with the news. The euro New Zealand was in a sell. Now it's setting up a buy, and it's got potential, but that candle doesn't end for 45 more minutes, so there's nothing you can do on that. Pound New Zealand's went up on news last night, but it's wiped it out, completely wiped it out. So it's in a sale. That was your great sale opportunity if you were up at that time. New Zealand yen is in a sale, and it's coming back up to it for a chance to be able to get in here. Low risk trade. What is that sale? That high is 81.17, and we're at 11.6. About $9 risk there if you wanted to get in on the sale. If it takes out that high, it's going higher. Let me show you. Up to here, and possibly even up to there. There's no need to hang on to it. Just look for a better position. You have a low risk trade, you're only going to lose $9. The euro Aussie is coming back down. It could come back down into there and be a buy. It's the only thing right there. Euro CAD, it's in a sale from yesterday. It really gave you no chance except for right there to get in. 46.76. And that's 74. So that's 28 plus the 3. It's 31. Would have been the risk there. So my number's 30. but it still worked. I'm looking at 40 too. I'm seeing a lot of 40 show up when it retraces, gets within 40. The pound Aussie, I got stopped out in this trade, and when it pushed up that little bit, got stopped out right there, and it's actually gone lower, so I'm glad it got stopped out. But it made money on that. Had a good day yesterday. Hopefully today's the start of it too. CAD yen, there was a chance to get in short, and it broke through the pivot, and we should have a retest coming up. Euro yen's in a sell. You really didn't have a chance to get in except on this candle. That's 160.72. That's 12. No, that can't be 72. That's 84. It's got to be in the 44. So that was 43. So that was a 43 with the spread. And the Aussie yen is in a sell as well, but that looks like that's going higher, and that can push up to here today. They can do that today, push up to there, and then could be a sell up in there. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. I trade Monday through Thursdays. I'm located in the US. I'm Eastern time, usually on at 8 in the mornings. I don't trade on Fridays. I do swing trading. I don't do day trading, even though there sometimes is trades during the day. But I don't do like other YouTubers that's on there that trade 1, 3, and 5 minute charts, doing 20 to 40 trades a day. There's no need to do that. No need. So we're going to start back on these again. For those who missed, this is a live stream. I do it every day. It'll be recorded and posted usually a couple of hours after I'm finished. I don't do any editing in it, and I'm sure if you've watched the videos you can tell that others do edit their videos. I don't do that. It is what it is. It's the way I look at it. It is what it is. And we're going to go back to the pound dollar. And go over these again. I think the only one that there was a chance to get in today was the New Zealand yen. And I don't think it's done quite yet. Yeah, pound New Zealand is already sold off. How many hours ago was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15 at 5 o'clock. That's been some kind of news. Boy, that'd have been a great one. I was up then. I was at 9 o'clock. Huh. I don't know how I missed that one. But there's a potential buy opportunity coming on this one. Euro New Zealand. It's just not there yet. Hold on just a second. Gotta get my cup of coffee today. Be right back.
cool out there, Dad. Pretty cool.
You're on the video. Alright, I'm back. Now I'm back. Get that out. There's too much light here. Okay. Let's see. So I don't think there was nothing here. Pound CAD. Pound Aussie. Yeah, for those of you that are new here, welcome. And for me to be on live streaming, you'll need to subscribe to my channel. Then you're also going to have to click on the notify me button, and then YouTube will notify you when I'm on live streaming. That's the easiest way to be able to do that. So, and if you do subscribe, thank you for doing that in advance. Like I said, I do swing trading, don't do day trading. I use 1 hour, 4 hour daily charts. I don't use anything any less than that. So let's see here. There should be a slight little move early this morning, and that's not going to do anything until the afternoon. That's on everything. So we're back down here. We've almost touched it. Almost touched it again, the pivot there. Aussie dollar. Did not take out its low from yesterday. Kind of went sideways, which is kind of expected, but it is trying to push up. Alright, hold on just a second. You what? What did you say? Aussie dollar. Nothing really to do on it just yet. I get to sell till it takes out that high. And that could get there today. Pound CAD is in a sell right now. That would be your stop if you're in it. If you got it up in here, then you've probably been able to take off. Second B. Okay, yeah, if you got in the pound CAD up here, right around the upper 50s. No, you've not been able to take it off yet, so you've not gotten your profit target, which on this is 50. It's not got there. Even if you got that high, it still didn't get there. So you're in the waiting game on that one if you're in it. The pound yen is in a sell. It did have an opportunity. What's that high? That's not right. 68. It's not trading at 68. Should be in the 180s. I don't know why it's doing that. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Alright, 184. Need to get that high. So it's about 30 with the spread if you got in there. And you should have been able to take off, you know, whatever you feel comfortable with, a half, fourth, a third, eighth, 3/4. But we're looking for fill in this flush up, looking to fill it in down here. That could happen today on the news, or this thing could turn around and go higher, which I showed is up. It can go as high as up to here today. Then that could happen on the news, but that's this afternoon. That's still 5.5 hours away. So after the initial move this morning, there's not going to be anything to do this afternoon. It's just going to creep and crawl and go sideways until that announcement at 2 o'clock Eastern time today. in the US. Euro New Zealand, nothing to do here. That candle has still got 27 minutes before it's finished, so there's nothing to do on it. But it's still trying to drop, it looks like. New Zealand, pound New Zealand has already been in a sale. That was a good opportunity there, and boy, you made a buttload of money right there. But nothing you can do if you're not in it now. There's nothing to do. You just go to the next one. New Zealand yen is coming up. It's in sale. You could sell it right here. But I think this thing is going higher, and this is why I say that, is it has the potential to go up into here today, which would take out that high, and then we could look for a sale. And that's on the New Zealand yen. The Euro Aussie is coming down to the buy zone, which is over here. So it could be anywhere in here now. It could be a buy opportunity. Euro CAD is in a sell. He's moved down sub. The pound Aussie. Like I said, I was in this from the other day. I was able to move my stops up, got the stop up underneath there, and kaboom. But I was down here, already taken a half off up here, and so my second half got stopped out right there last night. But it made a good bit of money on that trade. The CAD yen's in a sale. You had an opportunity right there if you were up. Oh, that was yesterday afternoon, wasn't it? And it sold off overnight. But you'd have been... Yes. Yep, you'd have took half off, because this is only 40. You have to take it off at 40, because it doesn't have as good a range as some of the others. It's like 70 to 80. Sometimes you take it off at 35, depending on what the range was already at. And that's on the CAD yen. The Euro yen is in a sale. That was basically your only opportunity. You may have had one there, and it's sold off. It's probably going to fill in this flush up, which would be down into here, and that can do that today. I'd like to see a push back up into here and then sell off. The yen says pushing higher. That's what I thought was going to happen. That's potentials up here is where we'll hit resistance. That can happen today. Matter of fact, they may try to get that there before the report comes out. It's got 5.5 hours to do that. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm on Monday through Thursdays, usually 8 a.m. Eastern time in the US. Don't trade on Fridays. I've said this many times before, the big boys don't do it because so there's no reason for me to do it. Just let the average Trader Joe fight out a few pips every day and stress over it. I'd rather be doing something else that day. And you may ask, well, how do you know that the big boys are gone on Fridays? Look at the volume. They're the ones that push everything. The volume is cut in half or even more on Fridays unless there's a major report, which there is this week. And see, we just took out the high. Say, I knew that was going to happen. I just took it out on the Aussie yen, so that's going higher, so we can look for a sell on up there. I'm looking for the pound dollar to push up to here. That's the target, and that could happen today with the news, depending on what it says this afternoon. So looking for a good opportunity here, because we're right on the pivot. Been hanging on it. That's the pound dollar. The Aussie dollar is trying to push up like the Aussie, so the Aussie's getting strong currency. They didn't take out its low from yesterday, so it's going to take out its high, looks like, from yesterday, because it's approaching that right now. So that's what we was looking for in here in the buy that we had on the Aussie dollar down here, looking for the profit target of that flush down. Went right up to it and it sold off. Now we're going to push higher. It has the potential to go up to here today with the news. So if you're going to sell from up here, your stop should be right up here, and you should have taken off half of your position at least. So the chance you're going to get stopped out there, but you're going to get stopped out with money, because you were able to move your stop from back over here to down over here, and actually put a couple dollars on it more. So that was a good trade if you took that. The pound CAD is in a sell. It's too far away to get in it now, because that high was in the 70s and you're down in the 30s. That's over 40, almost 50 pip risk, $50 risk. On the pound CAD. The pound yen is selling off. It's got a 1 hour sell. That's the flush up, looking for a potential profit target down here on it, and that could happen today, but this could also happen today depending on what the news says. With the news and the range, this thing could push up into here today very easily. So that's on the pound yen. The euro New Zealand is setting up a buy opportunity, but that candle still got 20 minutes, so there's nothing to do on it, and then there's nothing to do on the next candle. So you basically got 2 hours to wait, and at that point I would pretty much wait on the news, because you could get stopped out, because the spreads are going to be wide when the news comes out. You could get stopped out and wind up being right. New Zealand yen is doing the same thing. It has the potential to go up to here today with the news, and it looks like it's going to take out its high. So if you was to sell right here, you'd have a low risk sell, but it looks like that's going higher. Euro Aussie is coming down, making a buy, but again it's got less than 20, just 18 minutes left. Nothing to do on that. Again, you'll have 2 hours at least to wait. And by then the news is going to be close to coming out. So I wouldn't want to be in that. If you didn't know, we have U.S. news today, big news at 2 o'clock Eastern time. It's our interest rate announcement, and then they'll be talking about it. So that's usually a big mover. And it's a real big mover if the market doesn't like what they say after the fact. Pound Aussie is coming down. I got stopped out right there. There was my stop. Got stopped out overnight. But hey, I was good. I was down here, so it doesn't matter. Made money. I've had a good week. Really good week so far. And we're just starting on Wednesday. And then Friday we got non-farm payrolls here in the U.S. Thursday we got weekly jobless claims, so we got news that can move the markets. CAD yen looking for a potential target down to here from the flush up, but this thing could push higher today as well. I would think there's going to be a retest of this pivot here. After we broke up through it, there was no retest. I'm expecting a retest back down. We could go a little bit higher, even up to here today with the news, and then it could sell off. It doesn't look like there's much opportunity here yet. And euro yen is in a sell-off. It's too far away to get in it. That risk would be too huge. Be in the 50s with the spread, looking for it to come back down in here from the flush up, and then could do a turnaround. But there's nothing to do right now. It's in no man's land, so no need to trade that. Move to the next one. Aussie yen's heading up. Nothing to do on it. That candle don't end for 15 minutes. So you have to wait, and then you have to wait another 2 hours after that, and again that pushes it closer to the time where it's going to be a dead zone before that news comes out. So don't feel like you have to trade every day. You don't. My trading strategy does that. You don't have to trade every day, and you can still make good money. Looking for a target up in here. As I am long on the pound dollar, expecting that. Push up into here today. Be about 140, 150 pip move if it gets there today. If it goes down more, it's going to be more than that. So I was able to get in here, right over here. Didn't get the exact bottom there, but I've already taken off half the position. And because of what's going on today, I'm sticking here. I've got a couple dollars on my entry, so that's going to make a little money too if it comes down and takes it out. So any questions or comments today? If you're new to the channel, I'm on Monday through Thursday. You'll have to hit the subscribe button, and then you're also going to have to click on the notify me, and then YouTube will notify you with a message saying I'm on live, doing live streaming. This is recorded too, so it'll be up after I'm off, about a couple of hours later. So no questions, comments? So this is what we're expecting with the news today. It's actually in a little over 5 hours is when the news comes out. And usually after an initial push from the open, it does nothing the rest of the day till the news comes out. So just keep that in mind. Because on swing trading, which I do, there may or may not be a trade. Sometimes there is during the day, sometimes there isn't. Sometimes it doesn't show up until the next day. So if you are looking for a channel that does a lot of trades because you feel like you got to make money every single day because you got to pay bills, you'll be able to make money on this channel, but it won't be a trade. Sometimes there's not a trade every day. So this probably wouldn't be the channel for you if you're needing 20 or 30 trades a day to be able to make a certain amount. If you're trading 1, 3, and 5 minute and even 15-minute charts, I suggest that you stop that yesterday, do a demo account, learn how to trade. Put as much money away as you can, and then use that extra money, not mortgage money or lot rent money or car payment money or kids' clothes and shoes and food for the family money. Stop doing that and just wait. You have to be patient in swing trading, because when you do make the trade, see, like got in over here on this trade, low risk, have to have my arrows. If the arrow's not there, don't take the trade. I don't care what it does over here, because the majority of the time it didn't do anything. See, like here, you couldn't have got your profit. You could have done the same thing like it done here. There was no arrow there, so it tells me you can't do anything. It's not time, and it wasn't time. It sold off more, done the same thing again. You couldn't have got your profit target the first one, and it sold off again because there was no arrow here. I have to wait for the arrow, or arrows, I should say. When that shows up, then that gives me the signal to be able to look for something, to be able to get in low risk. Then I can take half the profit off and continue moving the stop. See, this one I got stopped out right here. After it pushed up, I moved the stop second half of my position from here to here, so that had made just as much as my first half when I got stopped out. But then when it came back down into here, it gave me another opportunity. The risk was a little bit greater, but when this pushed up, I was able to move my stop from here to here with a couple dollars on it. And then when it made the push up here, then I moved the stop there and got stopped out, and I'm glad, because it's done nothing since. Now I'm looking for another opportunity, but I got in long down here expecting this to come up to here with the news. Now it may come down here, but this is where my stop is, so I'm okay with that. Hopefully I'm going to get a push up to start with up in here, where I can at least move the stop over here and possibly take off half the position, and then the stress is off. When you trade 1, 3, 5, and 15 minutes, you got to make so many trade decisions. You got to get in and out, in and out. If you take 8 to 10 pips, which most traders do, then you're constantly looking for another opportunity, and that creates too much stress. Swing trading, there's no stress. You just have to be patient, that's all. And another example. See, the Euro New Zealand is still nothing to do. It's got less than 9 minutes. And you got 2 more hours to wait. Nothing to do. Let me show you another example. This was a big several days move. There was the opportunity. Now there's the buy. See, there's no signal here. The same setup. So you could have got in right here, lower it. Nope, you didn't get anything. Didn't go far enough. And then it sold off big time. Said, okay, right down in here, I could get in. Low risk trade. Nope, didn't do anything. Wasn't time. See, my arrows don't show up. When they show up, that's when I get alerted. They have to show up. If they don't, I don't care what it looks like. It'll do this. This is where your average trader Joe will get in. They say, oh, it's running away. It's running away. I need to get in. And it goes up a little bit. Okay, you got your 10 pips. And here you go. See, it comes back in. This is what I wait on. Let it run up. Come back. Get in. Low risk trade. I know where my stop is. See, if you get in up here, your stop is too far away. But you get in here, you have the push-up. See, this was the hardest thing to do, is when you don't get hardly any kind. Now that's only decent retracement right there. But when it moves up, I take off half the position, and I have to try to move it up. This was a profit target. That's where I got out. Now this is what happened. I missed this. But this was a major profit target in here. and I had to get out, and I did go higher, and I missed a bunch. But it's in its sell now, and it's coming down. Again, there's nothing to do on that. The Aussie yen, nothing to do on it. It's got a 1 hour sell that it's making, but it can come up to here today. So again, you got another 2 hours you got to wait after that candle forms. There's nothing to do. So let's see, where's the finish? The pound dollar, we had looked at the Aussie dollars. It's trying to push up toward its high, and it's got potential to come up to here today. The pound CAD is pushing down. If you did happen to get up in here, now you'd be able to take off half your position and move your stop to your entry plus $1 or $2. So that's going to make a little money too. So now the stress is off. You're in a trade. You don't have to worry about getting out of a trade. You're just moving your stop now, and it's making money, and every time you move it, it's going to make more money. So I'm not in that trade, by the way, but those of you who might have got in, congratulations. That trade is working. And the pound yen is in a sell, and it's got potential to come down here or go up even way higher past this high with the news. Pound New Zealand, nothing to do on it. It's in a sell. It's in no man's land. That was your opportunities to get in. Short risk, 209.62 basically. And that's 71.9 plus 6, $15 risk. That's all it was $15 to get this. And all you had to do is be patient. After the candle shows up, you wait 1, 2, 3 or 4 hours, and you're rewarded for your patience. Most traders can't wait that long. They get itchy trigger fingers, so to speak. They have to get in trades. They have to get in trades. They feel like they have to. Yeah, you don't need to be like that. You don't need to trade 1, 3, and 5 minute charts, because they're in the 95% group. If you didn't know this, you can read it anywhere. You can go online and find it. 95%, up to 95%. I think it's actually 93 something percentage. Lose money and blow accounts. Why would you want to be trading with them? Most of them are entertaining those rooms, but I want to make money. I can be entertained any other way. I want to be able to make money, be able to retire, which is what I've done. Work from home full time. This is my business. I treat it as a business. I print these charts off every single day. Every day I print them off. If I have a trade in it, I write it up. Why I got in, what the entry was my initial first profit target, where I take half off. Now you don't have to take off. This is just me, because this is for training and education purposes only, this room. But you can take it off at a fourth, a third, a eighth, 3/4, whatever you feel comfortable with. But it's just me is a half. Yes, I would make more money if I'd done the first half, but then I don't make as much if I make the big move. I want the bigger move, so I want at least half of that position left. But I do have some where I get stopped out at my entry plus $1 or $2, so that does happen. So that's why I take off the half. Like the pound New Zealand is 60 because of its range. It has a big range, as you can tell. So it's 60 on this one. They're all different because all the ranges are different on these. So the New Zealand yen is trying to push up. If you took that trade, that's your stop, the high of that candle. It'd be a low risk trade, but it looks like it's going to here today with the news. Because after the open here in about 30 minutes, there's going to be an initial move for about 30 minutes. And then that's going to be it the rest of the day until 2 o'clock Eastern time, when that news, which is big here in the U.S., comes out. So that'd be about your only trade now, because it's going to take a while for it to get up to there. So if you wanted to go short right here, low risk trade, if it takes that out, that's your stop. Because why would you want to ride it up to here? That's another 30, 40 pips that you got to sit through, and when you don't have to. You're only risking, $9, $10. That's all you're risking. A Big Mac combo meal. Are you willing to give that up to get, 100 and something pips? I don't know who wouldn't want to do that, but see, the day 1, 3, and 5 minute traders and 15-minute even, they got to constantly, I've got my 10 pips. That's another thing. If you go to the brokerage houses, Goldman Sachs, whoever you trade with, Awanda, they say that their average trader takes 8 to 10 pips on currencies. On stocks, it's 10 to 15 cents. When they can get dollar and moves, but they get impatient. It's going in my favor, I gotta make money today and get out. Yeah, you can make money, but you can make more money. But they have to move their stops when they take that so tight that they get stopped out, and it can wind up going in their direction. That's why there's no need to take 8 to 10 pips. Don't get excited over 8 to 10 pips. Get excited over 100 pips. Now you can start paying some bills. When consistency and patience, your patience will be rewarded if your patience. See, like there, when that signal showed up, buy. There's just your average Trader Joe. It's running away, I got to get in. Oh, yeah, you get in. Yeah, they got their 8 to 10 pips, but then what happened? They got stopped out. Guess what? It winds up going their direction. This is what I wait on. Come back to me. Patience. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20 hours that you had to wait. But your patience was rewarded. Now to me, this looks like it's going higher. Up to here. Has the potential in the daily range to go up towards there. And then possibly sell off. Hold on a second, I'm going to get some coffee. Some coffee. Okay, I'm back. Got my cup of coffee. I forgot to cut that thing on, so I had to wait for it to make. So, there was I already talked about the New Zealand yen. If you're wanting to get in that's your stop, low risk trade. But it does look like there's potential to go up to there. Euro Aussie is making a buy, or it has made a buy. but there's nothing to do. You have to wait on at least 2 candles. So that's another 2 hours. That'd be 11 o'clock. That would be, there's nothing going to be happening. It's going to go sideways. You don't want to be stuck in that when the news comes out, because you could be wrong way in it. You know, it's a 50-50 coin flip. I don't like that. I like, that's a 50% risk to reward. That's not good. I want it lower. I want to have a greater opportunity for a reward and a lower risk. Pound Aussie is coming down. I got stopped out of it from yesterday up here. It was overnight. So I don't know if there's going to be another opportunity here. So I'm looking, this is the pivot where we fell from, and we haven't retested it, so I'm looking for a retest. So I'm looking for a buy opportunity, and it's not here yet, but it could be. Let's see, what's that? Low is 90, 19, so that's about 40, almost 40 pip risk down here now from that low, because if it takes out that low, it's going to take out that low. So that would be the stop, is that, well, actually the low of that candle. But it's 33 plus 3, $36 risk right now where it's trading at, if you wanted to go long on the pound Aussie. But I like it a little bit lower. I've had it as low as $4.50 risk. I've had it as much as $25 risk. But usually it's right around the 8 to 15. That's all the risk. To be able to get 100 to 200. Now you have to hold those trades. So you got to be patient that way too. And most people aren't patient. They aren't. So it makes it tough for them. So that's why they got to be able to trade, 20 times or more. I've seen some of them on YouTube trade a lot more than that in one day, because they post their little daily thing, how many wins and losses and break even they had, which is deceiving. Don't fall for that. It's very deceiving, because if you're able to find out how many pips they got, if they're truthful, and that's the next question, in those trades, how many trades, if they made 40 or 50 trades in a week, or some in a day, they're trading 1 minute, then you divide the number of trades with the number of pips that they got, and on average it's going to be 8 to 10 pips is what they usually get. And you're not going to be able to do that consistently, because that means that you're better than the guys that have graduated from Harvard and Princeton and Yale, that are hired by Goldman Sachs and all these big companies. So you're not going to be able to beat them. So you have to follow them, and that's what I do. I follow them. They don't use 1, 3, and 5, 15, 30-minute charts. They use 1 hour, 4 hour, and daily and weekly. So that's what I do. I follow them. They're not here on Fridays, and I know during the summertime they're training. That's when they train the new analyst, is during the summer, because they're gone on vacation, the big boys. Nobody there to push it. That's why summertime trading's terrible. That's why trading the week after Christmas is terrible. They're not there. Again, they use training. That's their opportunity for the brokerage houses to do their training. So if they're not there, why would you want to be there? You're going to try to fight out for your little 8 to 10 pips every day, trying to find forced trades. Stressful. This is not stressful trading, swing trading. It's not. You just have to be patient. That's all. So I'm going to go through these one more time, and I'm going to call it a day. Because this takes, some of my time. I need to really concentrate on trading, but I'm willing to give up my time to help others, as long as there's going to be somebody here, and there's never anybody in the chat room. I see views, but then they don't stay long because they find out that, and I've had this comments that's sent on my email that they need more action. I've had several of those. Need more action. We need trades. That tells me that they need to pay bills every single day to make money. Don't fall for the Lamborghini and pictures that most of them use, or in front of a big, huge mansion. You can rent a Lamborghini. You can take that Lamborghini to a really nice neighborhood that's got houses like that, if it's not gated, and just pose leaning on your car, Lamborghini, with the house in the background. I hope you guys know that. Don't fall for that stuff, because most of them guys do that kind of trading, but they're more interested in getting ad revenue and money from YouTube. So they have to keep you tied to their channel. They have to. That's how they make their money. They don't make their money trading, because it tells you, if you use common sense, that if they're trading those 1, 3, 5, 15-minute charts, that they're in the 95 percentile that lose. So if I'm using common sense, why would you want to follow somebody like that, except for entertainment purposes only, to get entertained? And I would think you'd want to be there to make the money consistently. Now they probably make, maybe even a week in a row where they make good trades at 8 to 10 pips. But it's in the long term. And that's what you're looking for, long term, because you want to be able to do this from home. So one more go through, and that's going to be it. That's a pound dollar. I'm in a pound dollar buy. We got news. There's the potential profit target is up here. That could happen today. And also, if the news is good for the dollar becomes stronger, the pound becomes weaker, it could take out that low. So, and the news didn't come up for another less than 5 hours. The dollar, it's tied to the dollar, so it's going to do something today. It could run up to here, or it could come back down to here. This is what I'm looking for. To push back down somewhere into here for a buy back up. If it pushes up into here, I'm going to look for a sell. Nothing to do. It's in no man's land. If you're already in the sale, your stop should be right here now after the flush down. But if you got in over here, it's already made money and you've already took off some of your position. And that's the Aussie dollar, the pound CAD. See, now if you were in up here, then you've taken off some of your position. You've been able to move your stop from over here to break even, plus a couple dollars. No stress. You're in the trade, and you're just wanting it to continue going down to where you move your stop down. That's all you do now. Pound yen, if you got in up here, the potential profit target is down here. And I would look for buys somewhere down in here for opportunity to go up, but they got to be low risk, because you see where the targets are. If it comes down into here, that's got to be your stop, so you have to measure how many the risk is. But this thing has the potential not only to come down to here today with the news, it has the potential to go up to here today. So it's in the middle. Nothing to do, no man's land, unless you're already in it. You're already in it. But this is a major pivot. See how we broke up through it? We went below it, crashed below it over here, big time, and we came up, closed above it. We need the retest. This is the retest. Is it going to bounce off of it from here, or is it going to come down a little bit lower? Usually these things don't get filled in the next day. Usually it takes a couple days, so I would expect for it to come up to here, look for a short opportunity with the target down to here. So it's in no man's land unless you're already in it. If you happen to get in it over here, that was your low risk trade, and now you have to monitor that. Euro New Zealand is making a 1 hour buy signal. If you got in up here on the sale, says we're talking about, so you could have got on this one initially, but you had to wait 3 hours. Get in on the sale, you got rewarded, then you got stopped out. Probably right there. After getting in up here, but see how much you made. You took off half the position, and you got stopped out in here, but that part, second half, made more than the first half. As this had been 50 to 60 first on this, and that'd been right in here, and so you got stopped out right down here. So it made more money than the first half, which is the priority. New Zealand, nothing to do, so it's too far away. Now you're going to be looking for a buy, because there was your sell opportunity. Again, you had to wait 3 to 4 hours to get rewarded. So you have to have patience. And in an 8 hour trading day, and you have a candle that shows up during that time, then you have to wait actually 4 or 5 more hours. And most traders who are got to get in and make a bunch of trades because they can feel like they got to make money every day, can't wait for that. The patient trader waits for that, and then they get rewarded. New Zealand yen, again, the only trade you got right now is to short this. That's the high. It has the potential to go up to here at another 50 something pips. No reason to hang on to that. You got a low risk trade. If it takes it out, you lose I think it was $9. So you can afford that, and then wait for the sale up here, and then you'll get rewarded bigger because it's going to come down to this flush down here. Now that could happen today with the news. It could come down, and if it does, see the buy, there is a chance that there could be a buy opportunity down in here somewhere, and it could push down there today. So I'm willing to be patient. Euro Aussie, it's now making a 1 hour signal, but it's got 45 minutes left, so nothing to do on it. So that's everything for today. Since there's no questions or comments, you feel free to do that on my YouTube channel. You can put comments or questions in there, and I'll get back to them quickly. Also, this is being recorded because it's live stream, which I do Monday through Thursday. Hit the subscribe button if you would, and then you're also going to have to click on the notify me, and it'll notify you with a message from YouTube that, hey, he's on live now. And this will be recorded, so this will be up a couple of hours after I end here, so it'll be, close to lunchtime. Excuse me. Eastern time. So thank you for those who have subscribed. Appreciate that. I'm not trying to get Taylor Swift numbers. That's not my priority. My priority is to teach people to trade so they can learn to trade and trade from home, and they don't need me no more. That's the whole point of this, that you won't need me. I want to get you to that point where you don't have to follow me. These other guys got to have subscribers, so they got to entertain you and talk about stuff constantly every day to keep you entertained, keep you tied to them, where they're hoping you'll tell other people, and they'll get more subscribers where they get ad revenue and money from YouTube for having so many subscribers. That shouldn't be their number one goal. Should be teaching you to trade to where you won't need them anymore. But they want you to need them because that's how they get paid. So that's the difference between me and the rest of them. So you can decide. Well, thanks for coming. Plan on being back tomorrow. Remember, we got big news today, 2 o'clock Eastern time here in the U.S. Anything tied to the dollar is going to move. So just be careful if you're in those trades. Move your stops. Take profit when you can. And good luck on your trades if you're any. We'll see you guys tomorrow.